It's a fishing day, and unexpectedly the first week of, what is this, April? It snowed last night. Got snow here on the lawn. But that means up there in the mountains, there's probably even more snow. So we'll see how this adventure goes. But the plan is to go fishing. We're gonna do some nymphing. I'd had up some new dry flies. I'm gonna maybe do some dry dropper. And I have some new articulated sort of trailing hook style streamers I want to use. So we're gonna go try all the things, maybe see if we can get a fish on all three styles. But I'm excited. Let's go. Today I'm fishing my 10-foot 4-weight Orvis Recon. Got the Hydros 2 closed cage reel. It's kind of their Euro nymphing reel, but basically that's important for mono rigs so that the thinner line doesn't get sucked up into the reel, which can happen. And then for flies, I'm starting with a Guy's Choice Hare's Ear on the point, and I've got a Frenchie up on the tag fly. So pretty solid combo. I know this works here, so let's head down there. Throw an Indy on to reach that far seam. This water's deep, so we're going all the way. About 5-6 feet deep. Spot. See a PMD or a midge, something over there hatching. Got one. Yes. Nothing big, but it's a fish to start it off. Where's my net? Good old Frenchie. Sweet. All right. That's a good spot. There. What I'm looking at is there's a big submerged rock right there, kind of at the bottom of some current. So I'm kind of hoping there'd be some fish parked in front of that rock. This water's pretty deep. Fish would need to want to come up and get it. That's for sure. Okay. Lost my Guy's Choice Hares here, and that's the only one I have in the box. Let's go for a bird's nest. Be careful, I got a tree right overhead. Added a bunch of tippet. Well, it separated the nymphs, so they're about 20 inches apart again. And I added a bunch of tippet to the back to drop it down. It's about 7-8 feet deep now. This particular pool is really deep. And kind of the plan is I want to nymph this as best I can. And then I'm gonna put a streamer on. Fish this deep pool with that too. See if I can move some browns. Shoot, that's exactly what I did not want to do. Something happened. What do I got here? Got it back, but I got some wind knots here, so let's see if I can save this. Wow. This might be my lucky day. There's a fish. Got him deep. Nice. Came up for that Frenchie. Okay, so since that fish came up to eat the Frenchie, I'm changing the point fly out. I'm putting on a rubber legs. Definitely know the Frenchie's the ticket here. Just, ooh, that was a bite. Something came up. Heck, it's like popping. If you guys are new to the channel, I do tie flies. So if you want to pick up some of these flies, the Frenchie, you can pick it up at driftstone.co. This and many others. That's a fish ready to get. That's a little better one, I think. Maybe. These rainbows, oh, they are wanting to fight. Frenchie time. Sick. The Frenchie, baby. Sick. Alright. Oh, hey, ducks. Where'd they come from? They're like, oh, hey, human. Where'd you come from? Mallards. Mr. and Mrs. Millard. Oh, geez, there was a fish on. Sitting here farting around, playing with my reel. Kind of want to try putting on a leech. I don't know why I'm feeling called to do that. Just feel like it'd be good in this deep pool. Ooh, that's a fish. Ooh, that's a good one, I think. Yeah! Come on, net. Ooh, this one's got a really beautiful stripe on it. Oh yeah. Got this one on the rubber legs. Oh, this is a great fish. Yes. Solid 14-inch fish. Oh wait, no. I thought I had him on the rubber legs, but he came up for the stupid Frenchie again. Okay. Okay, that Frenchie's been eaten so many times that the pheasant tail was starting to fall apart. So I put a fresh new Frenchie up on the tag, and then I swapped out that rubber legs for a black leech, balanced. Got one. I'm only reeling up because I'm getting tangled in my mono rig every single time I land this fish. Oh, got a black leech guy. Nice. Nice. Little one. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. He just realized he's caught and he started to pull. Maybe he was swimming towards me to start. This one's got lots of spots. Sick. Ooh, sick. We got a brown trout, folks. Ah, yes. And he took the Frenchie. No less. No more. Sick. It's been a minute since I've caught a brown trout. All right, I've got many fish out of this hole. I don't know, 8, 9, maybe even 10 fish out of this run. I'm gonna go up to the next one, nymph the back of it, and I promise the very top, I'm gonna hit that with some streamers. All right, I know I can get them on nymph, so I'm gonna try casting this new streamer I've made. It's basically my jig sculpin, but I cut off the hook, or the point of the hook, and I tied on a trailing hook to give the fish less leverage to spit the fly, and just give a little more action in the river too. All right, I'm gonna stick with this streamer for a little while longer. There's a few more pools I want to move up and see, and then I made nymph for a little while, but I'm hoping for an afternoon, evening hatch. It's just about 3 o'clock. I'm hoping for a hatch later, and I could do some dry or dry dropper fishing, so hopefully that'll work out. Ooh. That was just a coincidence. A fish jumped up and ate an emerging bug. Well, that's cool. Maybe I should switch to dries then. Alright, time for some dry dropper action since I saw that fish jump. I'm gonna fish this experimental caddis. That it's very floaty. It should be able to suspend heavier nymphs. Although I put a Frenchie underneath it because it seems like that's the nymph they've wanted. I admit I am starting to get a little tired, and irritated, clumsy. It's been a while since I've hooked a fish, but it's like I already know I can get them on nymphs, so this is how we learn and get better. I don't fish a lot of dry dropper. For sure saw one fish rise. See if we can fool another one. I've seen some caddis. I've seen some mayflies and some midges coming off, so I mean, there are bugs in the hatching. I just broke off the Frenchie and I tied on a little heavier, like 3mm tungsten beaded red dart, and it's still floating that real nice. So that's cool. Flies definitely float. It's funny, it's like part of me still feels like I'm in Idaho. The cutthroats are definitely willing to look up and eat a dry fly pretty much any time. Ooh. Sure went down like a fish ate the nymph. There's no rocks around. That was a fish. Sheesh. Yeah, I swear, tie lining is so freaking deadly. back on the fish. And we're on the Frenchie again. Sweet. Well, the light's getting low. It may be hard to tell on camera, but it's about 4:45. And it's gotten dark in the skies. It's actually started raining, so we'll see how long I last before I get cold and want to hit it. But I've caught a bunch of fish. I just broke off under a tree, and I figured I'm going to try an egg and put a Duracell up on the tag. So let's see, I don't know, if they're into that. Alright, I think this is going to be my last drift. The wind just came up, the rain just opened up, and I'm getting cold. I don't have a waterproof layer on. Left that in the truck. I think I'm going to call it here, folks. Calling it here. Alrighty guys, thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. Obviously in the beginning, the Frenchies, and that I got one bite on the that black leech. So pick those up in the shop at driftstone.co if you want to get those for yourself. But it's always a good day when the fishing is so good that you can experiment with streamers or dry flies in this case, even though I didn't get one on them. I went back to nymphing and that started working again. So clearly that's what the fish were on. They were eating down on the bottom. But if anyone wants to know more about this trip, I'm going to make a companion video called an extended recap where I go into a lot of details about, you know, my rig, the flies, location, lodging, all kinds of stuff. So if you want to learn more about this trip, become a subscriber at the Guide or Guide Plus level, and you'll have access to that and all my history of extended recaps. I probably have about, I don't know, 10 or 15 of them. If you haven't yet, please like the video and subscribe if you're new. Until next time, everybody, I'll see you on the water. Godspeed.